How long do you play this for?
Oh, not longer than 10 minutes. Just kidding. Just like 2 or 3 minutes.
Just go by your intuition, and then if they want you to continue, they'll let you know.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Did we mute?
Yeah.
You just unmute yourself now.
Okay, Pam, I'm gonna take my glasses off. All right. So Pam, you start and then I'll start.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Might be the last time you ask me to do it, but whatever.
You might have to strike it, Pam.
Can you hear it? I can hear it in mine. Put the volume up. Look at more.
We will begin with this bell ringer for there's a part of you now that has not become complete with the energetic commission that you have come into at this moment. It will be more clear for you when you become one with the energy that is contained on this container that you are playing. This device that you are playing has been made by those who have put their energy into it. So this is not a normal contraption you bought at your local dollar store. This, what you have in your hand, has been created by energy. So perhaps you are not understanding the value and the grace of the divine, of the device that you are holding. Now, there's a certain amount of, you believe that you need a certain knowing to be proficient at certain things. But with this energetic, it's really an energetic exchange. You are putting your energy together with those who have created it. And for those who have played the notes before you. You're not the first one to play notes on this device. This device knows what it's doing. It's only asking you to join with it. So you are actually at this moment, you're human, of course, they all are able to see that, but you are being called to be more energy than human when you are playing the energy of this note. Now, are you familiar with, does this make sense to you?
Yes, it does.
So we would like to encourage you, with the support of the other humans that are here, to allow yourself to be energy for just a moment and join with the others who have played this singing bell for many, many centuries. This is not brand new yesterday, this bowl. This bowl has its own energy in it. It has been played before. So we would like to encourage the others to support you to play a beautiful note for the gathering of this energetic exchange. Are you able to do this?
Yes. You want me to try it again?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Is everybody supporting me? Good. Pretty quiet.
Damn it. I think you have to open your palm up. Your palm's touching the bowl and it won't ring. Oh, okay.
This exchange is more than about this note. This is about energy, group energy. So this exercise is perfect, of course. because you yourself often have distanced yourself from the energy of the group and have gone about your way. So we are now honing in on you being a singular human who is not able to access all that's available to you. Do you understand what we mean if we say you are a loner?
Yes.
So this is an example of it, you see. For when you play this note, we will call upon you before this energetic exchange is complete, and you will again play the note, and you will become more part of the energetic group that is gathered here. For as a loner, it's not easy for you to come into the middle of a group. And yet that is what is being called upon here. This group is assembled, a circle, much like it is reproduced in nature with the animals. They often stand in a circle and allow someone to come into the middle for healing. So this is an example of nature knowing what humans desire and what humans can use, and what will be you will be made an example of here. So after this is completed, you, the loner, will be called into the middle of the circle. Because after this is complete, you will understand that the others have joined together in a circle. For humans, you see, love to make circles. They love to support one another and allow others to come and heal. Believe it or not, it's the highest nature of humans. Not believe it or not, we don't mean that. Because the humans that are gathered here are interested in this. Not all humans are, but the humans here are interested in healing. They're interested and they understand circles are healing, and drawing others in the center to heal is the most potent because the energy is sealed. So you must heal. You're surrounded by love. There's no place else to go. So as the loner, we will watch, or you will watch. We're not going to watch. You will watch as this experience unfolds and see how you feel about going into the center near the end. And then we'll see how you feel about energy then. Is that good for you?
Yes, that's good. Thank you.
Let us do namaste together.
Namaste.
Perhaps one that is familiar with this energy may come forth to set an agenda for the group healing.
Hi, Aaron.
Yes, you stepped forth.
Yes, I could feel it. I'm not sure what to ask, so just curious what you have to say.
What do you feel would be the most benefit for those gathered here to know?
I'm not sure.
What about healing as a group? What about that? That's a pretty good thing to know, is it not?
Yeah.
It's very important, as you understand, but you have knowledge that you must remember that there are things you know that others do not. And if they are common knowledge to you, that doesn't mean they're common knowledge. So there's a time for you now to step forth in your energetic self, step forth in your knowing, step out, step up. You have great offerings for the world. Now it's time for you to step forward. So in this energetic exchange, you're very familiar with energy. You like to play with it. You think it's fairly easy. And you are able to lasso this group of humans as if you are the sheepdog and you are gathering them around and round. Now, the important thing here is why? What are you going to do with a group of humans as they're gathered together? For you are encircling them to keep them safe, to keep them in a love space. But there's one more thing that you know. You know this intuitively, and the others do as well. Together you heal. Together the unanswered questions are resolved. The emotions the sad and angry, anxious emotions are settled. When you're together, healing occurs. And it is as if it's a miracle, but it's truly just energy. It's love energy. Love energy brings the vibration of all up and down and every which way to a stable point, and you all settle together. When you're settled together, the same energetic frequency and level, you heal. So one that is angry, another one's sad, to balance each other off. One that's very happy and one that's anxious, they'll balance each other off. So within the group, all knowledge exists for healing. All energies that are scrambled and lost and here and there and everywhere come together contained. They are no longer scattered. You know very well what happens with scattered energy. What happens with scattered energy?
It has no focus. It cannot accomplish anything.
And off it goes. Off it goes. So when the group comes together, when you are encircled around and become one, you heal as a group. This is truly what this exchange is about. It is also about, on another level, it is about humans calling out to the universe, or whatever you want to call it, the sky, the heavens, the earth, whatever. You call out, I need assistance. I need support. I need direction. There's something wrong. I can't figure it out. And as the humans call out to the universe for this, the answer arrives, which is what is happening here. So the answer comes from the universe, or whatever you wish to call it. It really doesn't matter what you call it. It comes and it's proving the point that you're not alone. You're not alone with any business, any human business, disaster, emotional upset. You're never really alone with this. So you come together in these groups of humans, random humans find one another for healing, because within you somewhere, you know it's how it's done. You understand when you have a certain remembering or knowledge from past when you're not in physical, that when you come together, you heal. Your actual system understands this. As it's said, everyone nods ahead. Of course, that's true. And you don't know why it's true, but something inside of you knows. So you come together in these groups to heal, because one is up and one is down, and one is loose and one is tight, all together. And on a higher level, it's to, again, have an understanding for humans that gather together that the universe listens. The universe is at your disposal, as are your non-physical support team. Always there. All you have to do is reach out and there they are. So this gathering together proves these points beautifully. One is you're never forgotten, you're never alone. And the other is that you heal together as one. How does that sound?
That sounds about right. Very good explanation.
Let us do namaste together.
Sure. Namaste.
If I might ask a question that I feel is possibly encompassing not only with this group, but for a lot of people that I know, how can we all participate in raising the vibration or healing from outside of this group if people feel blocked or they're not fully connected, if they don't have those gifts that are coming through?
Yes.
How can we facilitate that? How can we those people who don't have that sense, how can we empower ourselves with more of the gifts so that we can spread it to others?
We will disassemble this. This is a philosophy. So we will break this down. So as you wake up, as you start to remember that you're larger, that you're energy, that you're part of the universe of love, you automatically raise your vibration and it goes out. Where it goes, you don't know. So you automatically become a channel of love. Love, or we don't really call it information, that's more like your brain, but the love comes in and goes out as you wake up. And goes out, goes out, goes out. You don't know where it's going. Now, we'll tell you where it's going. The humans that say, I can't live for one more moment. I need help. I'm at the end of it. Those humans, they're by themselves, absolutely. They call out to the universe. The universe answers, but often through other humans, because humans relate to one another. You have human bodies. So the universe of love passes through you to answer the one that's hiding in their room and say they can't live for one more moment. That human will be raised by you allowing energy to pass through you. Now, we'll be a little more specific because that sounds hokey pokey and it doesn't make any sense. But as you allow your energy to come forth, that's because you are understanding you are energy. There are others and others and others who are doing the same thing. So as more and more humans allow energy to pass through them, the vibration on the earth where you live is raised. The frequency of it is raised. It has to be this way. There's no other thing. It's absolute logic or your science or whatever you call it. The energy comes, it raises because you raise it yourself. Now, when you speak of assisting others, this is the only way for you to do it. For the others who call out and can't feel, and they have no connection to their direct universe of love, their source, they're the only way they can get it, because they don't really believe it, but they're calling out in some hope that something somewhere can hear it. All they can receive is a little bit. They can't hope for as much as you hope for, that you accept and that you acknowledge. They can only hope for a little mouthful, and that's what they're going to get. That's all they can handle at this place at their time in their life. So it is absolutely a different process. It's not a process for you to go to the human who's lying flat at their last moments of life and give them hope. Now, this sounds desperately unkind to say such a thing, but that human being is just about to wake up, possibly. Now, this sounds very harsh to humans to hear such things. But what you are called to be is, we often refer to it as a lighthouse because it's an important picture that you can visualize. As you stand straight in connection with your knowing, your love, you can cry all you want for mankind, which is absolutely fine, but you must stand still as the lighthouse. For there are those in the darkness that are trying to find their way to it. And if the lighthouse moves to go down to the water, to lift them up, the ones that are drowning, the ones on the other side will surely drown because now it's pitch dark and they can't see where the cliffs are. So we often use this lighthouse, which is, we understand that it's a physical object and not a soft, beautiful human being. But it is important nonetheless for you to try to see yourself as the lighthouse that saves most, but not all. Is that difficult for you to hear?
No, it makes a lot of sense.
Yes, humans that are interested in this love vibration often wish to save the world, and yet you can't. But you can certainly stay in alignment yourself and allow the love to go where it can be received, where it's being called for.
Mhm.
Is that good for you?
Yes, 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 thank you.
Let us do namaste together. Namaste.
Namaste.
Aaron, if I might ask a question. Just following on from your last comments, can you give us some guidance about how best to open ourselves up to be that channel? And so that, because people feel that they're blocked. So is there something to get over that sensation of just not being connected?
And you are more comfortable saying people than you are saying I, yes?
Yes.
Yes. So you are blocked from your connection to the universe. And you're wondering what is wrong with you, yes?
Yeah, I certainly haven't experienced the same things as others have, but to the point of, if you don't have that energetic sensation of being connected, then it can be very difficult to understand what to do.
And let us ask you this, is there something wrong with you?
I'm told not, but I don't know. I don't know
believe.
definitively.
You're not too sure.
Yeah, so I wonder, I do wonder why it is some people are able to feel or have a greater sensation to the energy and others don't. And we're all trying to develop ourselves to
Let us
become more than we are.
Yes, let us bring you the message that you most desire.
Okay.
You yourself, we're speaking of you now. You are precious to the universe. You specifically. There's never been another like you. You have an open, kind heart. You are serving a purpose in mankind. You are opening doors for energy to move through, even though you don't know yourself if you're able to walk through them. So you are this kind of human. You're kind of human that sacrifices and hopes that there's something beyond the door, even though you yourself may never be allowed to enter it.
Mm-hmm.
This is a special human being. This is a precious human being that's walking around in a human form. Precious, energetic being that's in a human form, we should say. So you yourself are love energy. There's a part of you that's not too sure how wonderful you are and how the universe sees you as the most precious thing. In the meantime, until you are able to walk through the door, you will continue opening it for others in the hope that someday it will be your turn. And you'll see them walking through. There they go, going in, coming out smiling. And what about me? When do I walk through the door? When is my turn to walk through the door? And this small amount of thinking is what's keeping you outside the door, which is which is ironic, you would say in human words. For the doors for everyone. Of course, you're all divine beings. You're all energetic love contained in a human shell, but you're not so sure. You're not so sure if you're as good as the other ones. And we don't mean to bring that up to embarrass you, because you're not the only human that is feeling this way. There are many, many humans. You understand that you represent humans in this energetic exchange.
Yes.
There are those who can't understand why they don't have what they see others having. What is wrong with me? Why do they have it and not me? What is wrong with me? And the answer is nothing. You're perfect, and the perfect the way you are. And the more that you hear that, the more it will become a reminder for you. So you already know this inside. You know that you're from the love universe. You know you're precious and you're in human form. But there's part of your human existence that's told it to be quiet for now. Your human brain, your talking, has overshadowed your childlike knowing that you are precious. So you have this struggle always, not just you. Many of you have a struggle with that doesn't make sense, and my brain tells me something else. And at the very heart of me, there's something so pure and innocent. And how do these live in the world? How does a pure, innocent knowing live in the vicious world of mankind? It's difficult. That's what you represent. You represent this coming together, and how is it possible that these extremes can come together and humans can live a life? So one of these times, as you're opening the door and watching the others walk through, you're going to say, "Excuse me, I think it's my turn," and walk right in there. Just like that. You will even forget that you ever hesitated. All of the times you hesitated, you'll just forget, and it will be just changed for you. You will just all of a sudden know. You will know that you're what you're worthy of. You will lie down your humanness and your thoughts and your ideas, and allow the grace and love to pour through you. And then you'll cry. And it will be different. Life will be different on the other side of the door for you. Is that good for you?
Thank you. The door that you speak of, is that the door at the point of departing the earth, or is this
Oh, no.
an energetic door?
Yes. You don't have to leave. You can if you wish, but it's done also on earth. You know it. You've seen it. You've seen them come in and be transformed. You know it exists. You just have not allowed yourself to go in there. Let us do namaste together.
Thanks, please.
Namaste.
Namaste. Much thanks.
I have a question piggybacking on that conversation. I hear other people in the spiritual world talk about other timelines and blockages or vows that were taken in other lifetimes that could potentially block these gifts of being open. Is there truth in that? Because if someone is willing and curious and open and has every intention of being that channel for the energy, is there something that could potentially block that?
We have not discussed this matter. It is not one that is in the teachings it's not really teachings. It is not something that is in the rememberings of this. This, what you speak of, is a human understanding, a human trying to understand and go to other times and timelines, and which we speak of, where they may change or understand something that's happening today. And our encouragement for humans to remember now is that you came in knowing you are precious, and your human experience this lifetime has changed that opinion of yourself. So we do not go into these human discussions that you speak of.
Okay, thank you.
This is me, Gary.
Oh,
Okay. Let's speak about loneliness.
loneliness. So you are understanding that you feel alone, even though you are obviously not. So this feeling of loneliness, there are many, many feelings, and there's always labels on these feelings because it's important for humans to name their feelings. That's something you've decided as a group. It's important to name them so we know what they are and we can put them somewhere. We can categorize them. We can deal with them in this such way. So this feeling that you speak of, if we were to remind you that you are truly never alone energetically, you might be alone physically, but there's no control over your human life. But energetically, there are other humans who care about you. There are other humans who care for humans who they don't even know. There are non-physical who you are not always aware of, but just take our word for it. Non-physical comes along to support you in your times of need, in your darkest moments, when you're going to sleep at night, or when you're in a different dimension at nighttime, when you're sleeping and such. You have a non-physical support team that are there to support you. Have you ever felt this when you are sleeping or going to sleep on the middle of the night? Have you ever felt as if you're not by yourself?
Experience different types of people I never met, or like
Yes,
I
but you think-
know them, I guess.
No, you don't know them. You don't know them at all. We are speaking of, well, let us be specific here. Have you ever felt as if you seem absolutely alone in a dark space, usually when you're sleeping or going to sleep, when you suddenly feel as if there's someone comforting you, petting you perhaps so you may sleep? Have you ever felt as if you are not alone in the darkness of your private space? You are not able to precisely.
My neighbors, we all the big music.
We will give you an assignment. This is going to be an assignment as if you're at school or something. When you go to sleep, when you're just about to fall asleep, start listening and noticing and feeling. If you can feel the energy around you might be a little different, might be a little bit more energized. You might feel your skin's a little prickly or hot or something like this. Feel when you're about to go to sleep and see if you can come to recognize that you're not alone energetically. You would call it a ghost, all right? There's the word for you, but it's energy. So that's a little assignment for you to try to do. When you go to sleep, notice if you're alone or not. Not physically, of course, you seem to be alone physically, but we are assuring you that you're not alone energetically, and that's the point. You cannot control your human life to whether you're alone or busy or in crowds or anything, but you can be aware of your energetic life, your spiritual life, your energy around you. Do you understand what we mean?
Okay.
There's energy that surrounds
I understand, yeah.
that, and in that way, you're never alone. So with the next time you go to sleep, pay attention to what's going on around you and see if you can be aware of who's visiting you. How about that? You're able to do that?
Yeah, I able to do that. Yeah.
All right, let us do namaste together.
Okay.
Namaste.
Namaste.
You are most precious and adored. Don't forget this. There's one among you who is singing it's not really a human song, but you are raising the vibration through musical words. Are you able to sing this vibration, these notes, to those that have gathered here?
I'm interested in that, but I wasn't, I'm not sure if that was me that you were talking about. So if it's not, I'd rather hear from.
Are you able to sustain the note? It is a healing note. It brings the vibration of those together. It is the importance of these notes that are provided for mankind. As the notes go forward, others join in with the note, and it becomes more. It becomes an energetic joining of voices, which is energy, but it frees the humans' souls from their very bodies. It allows the human energy to dance free without its heavy, heavy skin. Do you understand what we mean?
That sounds like music to me. I was going to ask a question, but maybe I could just do it with the one word. I don't know. So.
Are you able to sustain a note for the others?
I will. Okay. And so the question I was going to ask, I'm just going to sing the word, and then maybe that'll be the note. DeJaVu.
Are you able to hold that a little longer?
DeJaVu.
You're cutting it short, but that's the idea of it.
Well, it's two syllables.
So this very
okay,
note,
I got it. Let me try one more time. DeJaVu.
yes, you see how this, without any meaning attached to the words, the more nonsensical the better anyway. The music uplifts the very, humans call it soul, but it's energy. It's the energetic being inside of humans are able to be free when they sing these notes. They become part of this singing vibration. They leave their very bodies behind, which is very much needed in your human life. The human body, the emotions and the stress and all of that gets heavy. It's too much sometimes. Humans need to escape for at least a moment. And they're able to do this escaping by this holding of the higher energy notes. And they are able to leave just for a moment before they come back in. It's very easy. It only takes a moment, such as you have set the example for. Now, you are wishing to know if you can see into the future and come without being in there. That's what you're asking.
Well, I'm having a lot of those moments where they call DeJaVu. It's I keep on feel like I've experienced it before, I dreamed this before, or I envisioned it before.
Yes.
A lot.
You understand about that energy can be faster, 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 faster? You understand what this is like? It can be sped up faster, faster, faster. And it can be slowed, 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 slowed down. So you understand how energy works. When it's slow, 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 you lie down and have a nap. And when you go fast, 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 you start to move forward in time just for a second. Just stick your head out for a moment. When you go too fast, like a race car, you know how fast they can go. There are humans who can use energy in this way. Some of them are the slow little bicycle, and some of them are your fastest, beautiful, sleekest automobiles that speed around the tracks. Now, because we have explained it in this way you're able to visualize, you will understand that if you are indeed the fast car, the one that's speeding around the track, you pass through time. So if you are both, let's just put it this way, if you have this human time, which is really a very big discussion, time, because it's really not the same at all. It's not really a thing. If you have a bicycle and you have a fast car beside one another, and you are both in the same time, the time and place, and say it's breakfast time. It's breakfast time. One's biking to breakfast and one's taking the fast car. The one with the fast car is going to be at breakfast, done, and gone to lunch and dinner and everything else. And the bicycle still hasn't had breakfast. So the fast moving vehicle, which we are referring to as energy, speeds forth through time faster than the others, many others, the ones on the bicycles for sure. So as you speed through time, you peek into what's happening, and then you're able to come back. So then you come back for breakfast, but you really already had breakfast and lunch and dinner, but you're coming back to join the bicycle, the person on the bicycle, and now you're going to sit down and have a piece of toast with them as if it's your first time. But you already know, oh, that's funny because I've already gone ahead and now I'm back having breakfast, a piece of toast with the bicycle driver. So here you are sitting there. But in your mind, you're thinking something's wrong here because I already remember, I can taste my lunch, I can taste my dinner, and yet I'm sitting here at breakfast. Well, how is that? How did I already do this? It's because you know how to speed up energy. And why? Why do you know how to speed up energy? We're just going to keep going here. You know how to speed up energy because you have a fast car, and the person with the bicycle does not know how to do this because they're not interested in it. The bicycle driver is very happy just to have breakfast in a long, long time, the time it takes them to get there on the bicycle. Someone like you wants more. I want life. I want it in abundance. I want all of it. Everything I can get my hands on. A lot of it. All of it. That creates momentum. That creates a speed. You came in like this. You're like a demon, a fast demon. Go like this. So for you have a difficult time being on a bicycle and taking a long time to go for breakfast when you know you can go fast, have breakfast, dinner, lunch, and back for breakfast before the bike rider gets there. Someone like you loves to play with energy. It's interesting. It's funny. So when you ask a question, how am I having deja vus? You already know the answer. You are just wishing to share this information with others because you know why. You can speed up energy because you're interested in it. You're comfortable with it. You've lived with it. You've played with it. You've moved through time with it and back and forth. You've played with it. It's your plaything. It's easy for you. Someone riding the bicycle is not played with it. They're not familiar. They don't know if there is even fast cars. They don't know anything about it. But you've pushed yourself into this life. So now you race through time and come back to join the others who are at a slower pace. Because if you race through time and don't come back to join the others, you're finished with your time there and you moved right on to your next life. So you know there's a part of you that knows I can't go too far into the future. I can only go a little bit. Just take a little peek and come back. I'll take a little peek again and come back. It's a little game. I can do that and come back. Many people don't know. There are some that can do this as well as you. Take a peek and come back, take a peek and come back, because you've done it so many times. The first time you're just curious. I wonder what will happen if I go there. Will I fall off the edge and pass into the other world? Or can I do it over and over and over? And how many times over and over and over? So you've made it easy, where many others have not even, they're not even aware of it, interested in it or anything. But someone like you is interested in this. Would you say that it's true that you're interested in speeding up time through energy?
The moment you described it, I knew exactly what you're talking about.
Yes.
I'm looking forward to the next time.
Yeah. Yes. So
Yeah.
that's who you are, and that's who you represent here. You represent humans who play easily and comfortably with energy, fast. Don't like slow energy very much. You like the fast energy though. So you speed through lifetimes, come back around. Speed through lifetimes, come back around. It's your thing. It's fun for you, and that's what you do. So it's absolutely no surprise that you know what's going to happen, because you've been there a moment before. Is that good for you?
Yes, I'm kind of looking forward to being on the bicycle a little bit more.
You will see, but it will be very slow for you.
Good year.
Namaste.
Namaste.
I have another question, but I wanted to see if Liam or anybody else has another question before I ask.
Are there others who wish to speak?
No.
So you may go forth with this, with your question, and we will conclude the energetic exchange when you have completed your question.
Thank you. This has been plaguing me for the last 10 years or so, but as a hypnotherapist and also a personal experience, when sometimes I will do regressions on people who are unable to regress, and I am one of those people. What causes that, and is there a way to allow somebody or help somebody get past that, and as well as myself? I've never been able to be regressed.
So you are asking if it's possible to make someone go back in time. Really, that's what you're saying.
Mm-hmm.
As if you are implying by this sentence that it's important to do so.
Mm-hmm.
Now, we are going to challenge that a little bit with your belief system, because perhaps it's not important to go back for some. Perhaps it's only important to go forward for some. Perhaps the reason you don't go back is because you're not interested in it. There's nothing there for you.
Mm-hmm.
Perhaps all of your answers came from your first breath of this life moving forward. So there's absolutely nothing wrong with humans not going back in time. There are many, many who do not have access to this. This is a sort of secret thing. Sometimes we will address it privately, but we don't often, because the importance here is what you're doing in this lifetime. What you're taking from your first breath to your last. This is the important part. And where do you stand in this human energetic life? Where do you stand as an energy or spiritual being encased in a human body? What are you doing now with the body? What are you doing now with the spiritual energetic self? Mm-hmm. What is it? Why did you show up here at this time? So this is, for many, many, this is what's important. This is what makes a difference in your life and the lives of others. And you speak of it, you speak of the vibration, allowing, and when you say vibration, you mean allow love energy to pass through you out to others. And we call it vibration and energy because it's all energy starts, and the vibration is the human reaction to energy. So this is what truly you are about. You're not really about, let's go back and look, you're about allowing energy to pass through you to others. And that's to mankind. You have a certain idea that the more love that mankind gets, the better. And you're absolutely correct. So it's not necessary for you who have this knowing and this strong calling and belief to go back to look at other times that are not about this. This time is about this for you. This is your focus. You have a very calling. You can't stop doing it. It's as if it's pulling you forward in your life, in your human life. Come forth, come forth. It pulls you in this way. This sense of allowing energy to pass through you to others, and they're unknown to you. And this is the beautiful part of it. The beautiful part is you can't control where it goes. And that makes you a willing host. That makes you a willing channel, because you don't know what's going to happen. You just know and you feel when you're in alignment that it's correct. And this is the place for you. And that's what's important for you, to stand in your place that's correct for you, that feels wonderful, that you're loved and cleaned and cleared. That's the place for you to stand in. For that's your highest peaceful place. That's where you're at ease. And that's where you feel loved, grounded, connected. Everything comes together for you when you stand in this place. So there's absolutely no place better for you to go than in the place where you stand in this way. Do you understand this place?
Yes, that what you say resonates.
Yes. Let us do namaste together.
Namaste. Thank you.
Are we complete? And now we wish for those to say yes if they are, or otherwise say speak out. Are we complete?
Yes.
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 Yeah.
Yes.
So we're going to have an exciting time now, because the bowl ringer is going to use all of the love that has been gathered here and is going to stand in the center of this loving group of humans and make a beautiful note that carries their absolute spirit out of the physical body for a moment. And you will be suspended in time. That sounds great, doesn't it?
Sounds
So,
wonderful.
yes, you'd like to be suspended in time. So now you may go ahead and ring your note.
You got it.
I upgraded to a different bowl.
Oh, you cheater.
I wasn't doing it. So anyway, whatever.
Quick,
I
quick, trip,
tried.
quick trip to the dollar store, get a new one.
Oh, okay. So that's probably good for recording, Ash.
All right. I was wondering, do you want to talk about what you saw through that and put that on the, what was your experience?
Let's see. Was so many different with all all the different people, but definitely that like it was Jessica, I think, with the energy looping around. Were you doing that? It's like keeping their people in, like keeping them surrounded in some sort of safe enclosure, which actually this is what this represents. This is sort of like a safe enclosure where people can heal, and the love somehow is transferred from person to person to person and accelerated somehow with added human to human with their energy that passes through, and then adding everyone together in the group. So there's definitely that. There was a whole bunch of individual messages for sure for everybody. The time travel, going forward and back with the DeJaVus, and the time going back also for the past life regression, like both of those were sort of addressing time issues, which they have talked about time before not being real. And I'm Wanda, can't quite grasp the time concept, that it's not a real thing. So, and I liked they were talking about trying to raise the vibration of Pam, who's ringing the bell. So they often try to break that bell ringer, like sort of a holy endeavor. It's kind of it's a whole, I don't know if this is absolutely true, but they have pushed through that those bowls are made by some spiritual beings, the notes that they are, the way they resonate. There's something with those bowls that they're divine. And that's why they like to hear the note that comes from the singing bowls. So it's as if there's been, she just, I don't know, 1,000, 2,000 other people already rang it. So it's something like joining the community of those bell ringers who I don't even think they're alive, but they all come to that note. So all this non-physical people who resonate with that note come and join in the bell. And then the bell also surrounds the group here, the same as whoever, often there's an energy worker here that seems to circle the group or something. There's some kind of like thing that's always circled. So that was a really touching experience for me, because when they come through and go to the people, they come in such a loving way. Like they adore each person when they have the exchange with you. Like even when Ash, they said, that's not what you mean. You mean I. They came in this loving way to his heart, like his childlike heart, and said, you don't mean that. Like, so there's something when that comes through, it's so precious and touching to me. That's why I keep doing this, I guess. That's why I keep showing up, because I get to feel unconditional, overwhelming love from the universe that thinks you're like the best thing that ever, out of all the billion people, you're the best one. So I get to see that every single person they do it with. I'm like, oh, they're so lovely, and then they're lovely, and they're wonderful. And it's just this, they're so gushy, and now I'm gushy, and I don't know, they think we're just like so lovely and wonderful. So I guess that's it. That's all I got, Ash.
There you go. Little human marshmallows.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's good. Yeah, because I know you'd said you see it like a movie playing out, and so it's good to see your perspective.
I liked the Lamborghini, I gotta say. It was like,
Yeah.
what? Like, oh God, I want to drive. I want to drive it.
Okay.
Not the bicycle so much.
All right. I'll turn off the recording now. So thank you.
Okay, Ash.